Hello everyone, welcome to Jethro Designer, and today I'm Bukenyajethro with you. So today in this tutorial we are going to be talking about how to insert grids or how to use your grids in in your project. You understand, as you're designing, we want to talk about how to use the manual grid and also uh, the axis generator. You get orthogonal axis generator. So we are basically going to first start our project. Come to new project. And then this new project, I'm going to name it grid. So after that, you're going to come here on at the codes, and I want to use UKBS 8110. Just come here and click OK after highlighting it. Of course, it's going to open our working space, and you have to be a little bit patient as you wait for it. So we have to ourselves our working space, you understand? So you're just going to come here to modeling. As you come to modeling, you can see how the grid, have orthogonal axis generator, we have the different icons. We are basically interested today in this tutorial, basically interested in this grid and then orthogonal axis generator. So when you come to grid, just click on it once and it will bring for you, of course, this pop-up here. It is showing you the label, showing you the visibility code and all that, but we're not going to change anything here because we want to change anything. You get it? This one is when you want to make your a curved axis. You get it? You just click on this one here. So I just come here and say update. Of course, bring for this notification. If I just say continue, and I'm going to start with this horizontal. Take an example. I want to draw this horizontal. So you just click here once, and then you pull it. You get it? You long press Control so that you can have to yourself a straight grid. I think in escape. So this is what we have for now. That is grid A. Good. So I want to add more grids. What do I do? Just come to grid A, highlight it, and then you have here the different options. Have the option of deleting, mirroring it. You have offsetting, axis, move, rotate, then stretch. Good. But I'm interested in offset. I want to show how to offset. So you just come and click on offset, and you can see what has come. So it brings for you something like that. What you're going to do, of course, you want to make sure from our grid A to grid B, it's about 5 meters, depending on what you want. You can make it 6 or make it 4, depending on what you're trying to design and trying to mold. Get. So when you come to your keyboard, depending on the keyboard you have, some keyboards it's shift, you long press shift and then F2, but my personal, or some it's long press Control F2. Personally, my keyboard it is Fn, long press Fn and then F2. So that way, when you do that, it brings for you this option of now feeding in your value, and I want to feed it 5,000. And remember, I'm going in a negative sense. You get it? So when you go to the negative sense, you're going to put there negative 5,000, and then you press enter. When I press enter, you can see what came. You get it? So I have to myself my grid A and then grid B, and the distance between them, or the spacing between them, is 5 meters or 5,000 millimeters. I can add another one, still do the same thing, highlight it, come to here, offset, and then long press Fn, then F2. You feed it what you want. I want to feed it still 5,000. Enter. In case you want to, in case the next grid, which is now will be grid D, is of the same, maybe between grid C and D, it is the same spacing like that of grid B and C. So just keep on pressing enter, then you get just like that, then another enter, just like that, until you get everything that you want, until you achieve whatever that you want to get. Understand? But me personally, I want it like that. If you just want to delete one of the grids, just come here and click, and then you delete it. Highlight and then you delete it. So now I'm going to show for the vertical. Still, I'm going to do the same thing. Just say continue. Click there, then you long press Control so you can achieve your straight grid. You can see I have to myself, this is grid E. But I want to change it from grid to 1 because these ones are letters. I want this one to be figures, the ones which are vertical. So just come here and highlight it. You get when you highlight it, you right click and then go to what we call properties. And then when you go to properties, of course, you have to yourself something like this, label. Come to labels here, put there 1, then come and say update. Update, you can see I've updated my grid to 1. It was E, now it's 1. But I want to offset and I put other grids. So I just come here, click there, and then come to offset. Of course, when I click offset, it brings for you that. Then I long press F and F2. I put there my 5 meters. This one is in the positive sense. So 5 meters. I press enter, enter. Of course, I'm just going to keep on pressing enter as I told you. But if you want to do it just one by one, you can see still you highlight that grid and then F and F2, put the value that you want in case the spacings are different, you understand. But the spacing between one grid and the other is the same for throughout. Just keep on pressing enter, enter, enter after offsetting the first one, understand. So I'm just going to say escape. So I have to myself something like that. So that is all about the what? The use of this icon here called grid. You get it? Then so from here, of course, you can add your columns. Just click on columns, come and set it here the way you want to set it, or the way you want to design. Me, I'm going to use the default one. Just update, then come here and then insert them. You get it? So you can also do the same to the beams. Just update and then I'm putting the default one, but you can change all these parameters and put the ones that you feel like you want to achieve. That's basically what you have for this. When you go to your 3D view modeling, you can look at it and then see what you have been able to achieve just by using only the grid without importing anything from any other external, maybe a DXF or what, just from Protastructure, you understand. You can model anything that you want. So from there, of course, I'm just going to go back to my plan view, but of course I'm going to undo because I also want to show you how the orthogonal axis generator works. Yeah, so right there we have this one. I'm just going to delete it, so I'm close. So now I'll come back to my working space. I can see it's empty. I'm going to go out my orthogonal axis generator. When I click on orthogonal axis generator, you just come and click on it once. Good. Then come in your working space and also click in your working space to bring for you this catalog showing you the different parameters. But we're interested in the axis label here. The first is telling that the first grids will be named A in one direction, then the other direction will be from 1 to 3 and onwards. Then you have what we call axis spacing. This meaning that this 5,000 is spacing between one axis to the next, you get. Then this 3 is meaning the number of spaces that you will have, you get. So if I implying that you will have 3 different spaces, those are now the 6 grids, but now each will be spaced from the other by 5 meters or 500 millimeters. Understand? I can leave it like that, or I can, and then this one I can decide to change it. I can say maybe to put here 4 meters, and then I give to this one here that this 3 I can change it to 4. You will get it. I can change it to 4. So if you see, look at that, that's what I have. I will just come here and say okay, you get it. And by clicking OK, you can see what you have been able to achieve. You have to yourself that only by a single click, you get it. So it's a bit simpler to use as long as you know what you are doing. Be that engineer to your software, you get. So here I can come here and I show you maybe from that point. Come here, click on grid on column, then I can put the default columns, of course. But when you're designing, you have to come and here and change all these parameters and put whatever that you want to achieve because you are the designer or the engineer to your software. Get it? I'm just study purposes. I'm just teaching you on how you can use the grid and also the orthogonal axis generator. You get the grid. So for the beam, I just click on beam. Still, I'm going to use the default one. Still come and highlight everything, and then you have to solve that. So when I come to my 3D view, you can see what I have also just from the orthogonal axis generator. So that's how we use the grids in Protastructure. Basically, that's what we need to understand. Thank you very much for listening. Please, if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, please subscribe, like, and share, and also watch more other videos on designing in Protastructure. We have made very many amazing videos and tutorials, so watch them and learn so that you can go move forward together in structure designing. Thank you very much for listening. Bye bye. We meet in the next